Pizza, a Friday night ritual, a game day go-to, a comfort food classic. Hot, delicious, and served in a cardboard box. But what happens when the last slice is gone? That box, smeared with cheese and soaked with grease, usually gets thrown in the trash. Because somewhere along the way, we were told you can't recycle greasy pizza boxes. So we threw them out, no questions asked. One box at a time, 3 billion times a year in the US alone. That's over 600,000 tons of cardboard. Enough to fill 150,000 garbage trucks, or build a wall of boxes from New York to Los Angeles. For years, a myth about recycling pizza boxes has circulated, and many people believe that greasy pizza boxes can't be recycled. On the surface, that seems logical. After all, oil and paper don't typically mix, and grease has long been blamed for contaminating recycling streams. But in 2020, a study by WestRock and the American Forest and Paper Association put that idea to the test. They found that the typical amounts of grease and cheese found in used pizza boxes don't interfere with the recycling process. Simply put, if the box isn't soaked in grease and there's no leftover food in it, it's safe to recycle. That's now the industry standard. And yet, millions of pizza boxes still end up in the trash. While most used pizza boxes are recyclable, there are some that are not. When cardboard is soaked with grease or caked in toppings, it can't be pulped properly. The grease prevents the paper fibers from separating cleanly during processing. That weakens the structural integrity of the recycled pulp, and if enough contaminated boxes make it into the mix, they can spoil the entire batch. That means wasted time, wasted resources, and hundreds of pounds of usable cardboard sent to the landfill. So most recycling centers play it safe and they reject anything that might cause a problem. The result? We keep tossing box after box into the trash. Not because we have to, but because we're unsure when we can recycle and when we can't. What if there were a simple fix? Something easy, inexpensive, already available. That's where pizza box liners come in. Just a thin sheet of uncoated paper or plant-based fiber placed between the pizza and the box. Its job is simple. Absorb the grease before it soaks into the cardboard. That's it. No messy cleanup, no confusion. Greasy liner? Toss it in the trash, or compost it if that's an option. Box still clean? Recycle it. If only part of the box is greasy, tear off the stain section and recycle the rest. This one small change can make a big difference. According to industry estimates, if just 25% of US pizza boxes stayed clean enough to recycle, we could potentially keep over 150,000 tons of cardboard out of landfills each year. So if it's so simple, why don't more pizzerias use liners? Sometimes it's cost, sometimes it's habit, but often it's because no one ever asked. Most pizzerias aren't trying to be wasteful, they're just doing what they've always done. Unless customers ask for something better, they have no reason to change. But here's why it matters. 600,000 tons of discarded cardboard isn't just a missed opportunity. It's a climate issue, a resource issue, a systems issue. It means trees cut down, fuel burned, and usable material lost. All for a box we use for 20 minutes and toss out of habit. Yes, fully compostable boxes do exist, but they're still expensive, rare, and not widely adopted. Until then, pizza liners are the simplest, cheapest, and most scalable fix. So, what can you do to make a difference? Change doesn't have to be complicated. It starts with small, visible actions, the kind that add up. Ask your local pizzeria to use compostable liners. Tear off greasy sections of the box before recycling the rest. Share this video, because most people still don't know the truth. Visit our Amazon store for tools that support smarter habits. Pizza should bring people together, not tear the planet apart.